everyone. It's bolt check day.
Yeah, so bolt check day today. Family trip coming up tomorrow. Gotta do the usual, check the oil, top it off on gas, just wanna make sure everything's tight. The car had a clutch replaced a few weeks ago. Did my own quick little toe plate alignment on it. Just want to make sure everything was good with that. Drove it around for a couple weeks. No issues with it. But since we are going quite a few hours away, I just want to go over everything one more time. Make sure everything is tight, good to go. New York roads are horrible. Don't need to be broken down on the side of the highway or on the side of a mountain pass up at the Poconos. So, gonna go through everything, pop all the wheels and tires off, go over all the suspension parts, make sure everything's torqued down properly, correct air pressures. The usual. Nothing exciting, but something. Alright, so like I said, car was worked on a few weeks ago. Good buddy of mine, Mitchell, East End Performance on the East End of Long Island. If you got a Volkswagen, Audi, needs some work, hit him up. Great dude, quick, efficient, knows what the hell he's doing. I'll put a link on the screen or in the description box for his Instagram page. Good dude. So anyway, where we're at, got the wheels off, gonna check the tire pressure on them, but while I got them off, just gonna check the coilovers, make sure they're all tight. I marked them, paint marks, reds, let's see. You see the marks there, and the bolt that holds them in, got some red marks there. Probably don't need to check to make sure they're tight if the marks haven't moved, but we're gonna go over them anyway, just make sure the locking rings on the coilovers are good with these fingernail thin spanner wrenches. BC, we gotta step this up. This rounded bullshit, it's just not cutting it. Yeah, also the lug bolts, they're a little dirty. Gonna hit them up with a little bit of cleaner anti-seize, throw them back on. Yeah, so like I expected, those are both tight. I did just do, like I said, I did a quick toe plane alignment by myself. Check the outer tie rods, ball joints. Everything is already tight on those, so I did them about a week ago. I know that's tight because what I want to do is, since we're going to have 3 kids in the back seat, 2 people in the front for this trip, I'm going to turn up the damping a little bit. Last time they were a little concerned about the rubbing issues we were having, as with lowered cars you tend to do. Turn up the damping a little bit since we're gonna have it loaded down, see if that helps at all. Alright, so like I said, we got some crusty ass lug bolts. Not sure if you can see how crusty they are, but they're disgusting. So what I like to do is throw them on the old half-ass impact, hit them with a little spray. Take that. Have fun with it. And boom, much cleaner. Hit them with a little bit of anti-seize before they go back on, and call it a day. Do that a few more times. Tip of the day. If you're a big baller like me and you got the aluminum valve stem caps, do yourself a favor and put anti-seize on them. Or You need pliers to take the damn things off because they do corrode, and if you don't check your tire pressure for like 4 months like myself, they will seize themselves on. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, look at the crustiness. Beautiful. See, same thing on this side. Oh yeah. Look at that shit. Disgusting. Use anti-seize. Less than 30 pounds. This is exactly why I do this shit. Usually run around 35 or so, maybe 38, something like that. Lower profile tires, they get, I wouldn't call them stretch, but slight stretch to them. Usually run a little bit higher pressure than normal, so 32, 35, I run about 35, 38. They're below 30, so we're gonna pump them up a little bit. Perfect. All right, fronts are all taken care of. Time to slap everything back on. All right, fronts are all done. On to the rear. All right, so for those of you who are familiar with the Mark 7, 7.5, the MQB chassis, these are very stiff vehicles. There's only one legit, I guess, jacking point in the rear of the car. So if I jack it from there, I have nowhere to place the jack stand. And since I would like to do things the correct way and not kill myself, what I've always done is just use the front jack point of the car. The car is plenty stiff enough. The entire back end comes up when you jack from the front, and it's never been a problem. So here we go. And we're up. All right, so rears are off, and same thing as the front. Everything's already been paint marked, so double checking all that. Everything's still lined up exactly where it was, which is awesome. It means I did it right the first time, which is always what you want to do. So what we got here, if you can see it, it's a little dark, it's been there for a while, but paint mark, paint mark, paint mark, and even the alignment, yeah, cam bolt is paint mark. really see it. Paint marks on the coils themselves. And this here is where the adjuster is. So I'm gonna stiffen that up a few clicks, and hopefully the kids don't complain as much about the harsh ride on the trip. All right, so we are 15 clicks away from full hard. I believe we're 32 way, so it's about halfway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should get us a little bit less than halfway to full hard from where we were before. We're gonna give that a try, both sides, and see how she rides. That's 6 on the passenger side. Okay, rear set of lug bolts. Cleaning time. All right, final product. Far cleaner than it was. I like it. All right, I don't know if you guys could see it very well last time. I'm hoping you might be able to this time, but valve stem cap is seized on again. So, oh, you can hear it crunching. Oh, look at the corrosion falling out of that. God. Absolutely disgusting. Use anti-seize and check your shit. $30 again. God, I love the look of these wheels. So simple, classic. I love these things. Everybody gives me shit because it's a European car with Japanese wheels. I really don't give a shit. I love them. I think they fit perfectly. One other thing, staring at these wheels, made me think about it. So, Mark 7, 7.5 MQB chassis. Up in here, on the inside of the fender, like most cars, there is a fender well, fender liner. On these, I don't know if you can see it, but oh, you can hear it right here. There's a little plastic nut on the inside of the fender. That took the screw out of it already. Fitment issues. When you're low with wider wheels, good offset, your car looks as awesome as mine does, you get rubbing issues. Took the screw out of it, haven't really had any issues, but it does happen, and I would rather it not. So what we're going to do is, while we jack it up to take it off the jack stands, I'm going to take some pliers, maybe a screwdriver, and try to pop that plastic nut out of there. Because if it does hit from the backside, it's going to push out from the inside of the fender and cause a paint problem. And this car's got enough problems, I don't need more. So very easy preventive maintenance that I, for some reason, have not done yet. So we're going to do it together. Alright, this is awesome wheels again. Like I said, there is a little clip, we're over on the passenger side now. You can see it. Right here. Get a trim removal tool. I'm going to try to get under it and pop it out properly. If not, I've got pliers and I'll rip it out like a Neanderthal. Ooh. That's not great. Guess I should take care of that first. Problem solved. Moving on. There we go. Okay. All right. Well, we got it out. Can't see it, obviously. Well, it's a good thing. It fell out. It's somewhere in my fender well. But we got it. All right. So I now know that it's easier to just cut it. So we're going to try that. Correction, the other side was easier to cut off. This one, I used the proper tool, and it worked fantastically. Either way, job is done, and I am pleased. See if we can see it. Hopefully not, because it's not there anymore. Okay, no more rubbing issues. Not that I had any to begin with, but none for the foreseeable future. All right, quick torque check, and we are done. Alright, she's all done. One of these days I'll clean the bird shit off of it, but it should be good enough to go on a little family vacation. Alright, one more thing. I don't know if it's going to come over well on the camera, but a lot of people say they like the sound of my car. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's a 4-cylinder turbo. They all sound like lawnmowers, in my opinion. But yeah, see if we can get a little exhaust clip for you. Cold start. That's all you get for now. Too cold, not gonna rev the hell out of it. All right, and that's that. So not super entertaining to watch, but something. Figured I'd share it with everybody. My process of what I do every time we go on a little family vacation. Just gotta make sure everything's good. Want to make sure the family's safe. Car's safe, not gonna break down on the side of the road or anything. Obviously this is not the most exciting content, but small steps. I want to put together a few good driving videos, show a lot of the back roads and fun driving areas around here. It's gonna take a little time. So yeah, stick with me. Until next time, take care.